He was a well-respected politician.
Well then, let us see what we can accomplish in the Senate before we include the Jedi.
So what is the life story of Bail Organa? The XXXV presents Star Wars Lore Episode 35, The Life of Bail Organa. Bail was born on Alderaan and into the planet's royal family. He had a very good upbringing, however his parents tried not to spoil him with their riches. He chose to pursue a career in politics and was trained to eventually take up Alderaan's seat in the Galactic Senate. He was elevated to the position of Viceroy, which granted him the rather large full name of His Serene Highness Prince Bail Prester Organa, first Chairman and Viceroy of Alderaan. With the election of Palpatine as the Supreme Chancellor, Bail Antilles chose to retire, and thus Organa took his place. To gain this position, however, he did have to lose his viceroyship, but it was worth it as he seemed to agree with Palpatine's political views. Due to his honesty and his commitment to justice, he gained much respect in the political world and became friends with many senators. Shortly after his appointment as senator, the Confederacy of Independent Star Systems formed. This was a group of planets that had broken away from the Republic and was led by Count Dooku. He voted to grant Palpatine emergency powers as soon as it became clear the Senate would not approve the using of Kamino's clone army. Shortly after, the Clone Wars began. Not long after the Battle of Geonosis, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine nominated Bail to head the Senate Security Committee, which he believed was a great honour. As the Clone Wars dragged on, Organa became concerned about Palpatine's growing powers. This led him to starting a friendly relationship with the Jedi High Council, who were also concerned. He was unable to halt Palpatine's rising power, which led to the Jedi Purge. After Bail witnessed clone troopers gun down a Jedi Padawan, he was determined to warn any Jedi about the catastrophe. He managed to locate Masters Yoda and Obi-Wan, and sat alongside Padme as Palpatine declared himself Galactic Emperor. Even though he was disgusted by Palpatine, Padme urged Bail to vote in favour of him, so they could plan a resistance movement. Bail rescued Yoda after his defeat to Palpatine, and travelled to Polis Massa to regroup with Obi-Wan. Kenobi had R2-D2, C-3PO and Padme, who was about to give birth. She gave birth to Luke and Leia, but sadly died in the process. Since Bail and his wife Bria struggled to birth an heir, he took Leia to be his adoptive child. He also took the droids, wiping C-3PO's memory so that the droid couldn't inform Leia of her real parents. He placed him under the care of the Tantive 4's captain, Raymond Antilles. Bail attended Padme's funeral and continued to serve in the Senate until Leia could take over. Organa was fundamental in the creation of the Rebel Alliance, and whilst his faction was still secret, he recruited surviving Jedi to join his cause. This is why Sidious kept him alive. He was unaware of his involvement with a rebel movement, and knew he was a loyal and great politician. Bail was the one who sent Leia on her mission to find and recruit Obi-Wan for the rebel cause. He died amongst the many millions on Alderaan when the Death Star destroyed the planet. He was gone, but his goal of restoring peace in the galaxy was not forgotten. You may remember last week I discussed doing a question and answers video. Well, that video came out on Wednesday, so do go and check that out. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 2 comments below. If you want to learn more about someone or something from the Star Wars universe, leave a comment. And for more Star Wars lore, keep it locked here to the XXXV.
The Jedi are not any happier with the situation than we are.
Patience, Senator.